pada September 2016 aku pergi pelancong di Sydney. Yes, aku buat semua benda-benda typical pelancong ke Sydney. Bodoh rendah sikit. Tapi pada aku, travel ialah lebih daripada sekadar melawat tarikan pelancong. Aku suka berkenalan sikit dengan orang-orang tempatan dan orang-orang yang tinggal di sini untuk rasa sikit macam mana pengalaman hidup di bandar yang aku pergi. Jadi video ini adalah sebuah catatan aku sepanjang aku berada di sini untuk sedikit sebanyak rasa pengalaman orang yang panggil sini sebagai peninggal. Nama aku Azab, aku menganggur, skateboarder, amateur filmmaker, dan ini bukan sini yang aku kenal. Masa aku pergi Sydney, aku menumpang kat rumah kawan-kawan aku yang belajar dekat UNSW. Aku tinggal kat satu suburb, nama dia KINGSFORD, which is agak jauh daripada bandar besar Sydney tu. Sebab KINGSFORD ni dekat dengan UNSW, so dekat sini ada banyak student dan foreigners. Aku bawa dua skateboard aku bila aku datang sini, satu cruiser yang aku suka bawa pergi jalan-jalan sebab dia sedap untuk bawa jalan-jalan, and lagi satu adalah skateboard aku yang biasa aku skate lah. So aku google skatepark yang berhampiran dengan KINGSFORD dan ada 3 yang paling dekat dengan tempat yang aku tinggal. Satu, FERNSIDE Skatepark, which is terletak dekat suburb Waterloo. 2, MAROUBRA Skatepark, terletak dekat pantai MAROUBRA. Dan 3 ialah BONDI Beach Skatepark, which is obviously terletak dekat pantai Bondi. Ya, aku tahu sebutnya bukan Bondi tapi dia Bondi. Aku sampai baru aku tahu. Nasib baik member aku bagi tahu. So aku decide untuk pergi ke FERNSIDE dulu sebab ada nak jumpa kenalan kat situ. FERNSIDE is a typical skatepark. Dia tak adalah besar macam Shah Alam atau Putrajaya. Tapi untuk local neighborhood punya skatepark, aku rasa it's pretty great. Lepas tu dekat sini aku suka kat sini ada satu mini ramp kecil. Aku dah lah baru start nak belajar skate ramp. So ramp kecil ni aku seronok main, aku bantai. Lama juga kat sini. Aku cakap tadi aku datang FERNSIDE sebab aku nak jumpa kawan. Lepas tu nama dia Cik Brian. Aku dah lama tengok dia punya skate videos dekat Instagram dan YouTube. Lepas tu aku suka dia punya style of skating. So bila aku datang kat sini, aku decide nak skate dengan dia. So aku contact dia kat Instagram dan dia pun okey. So cakap jumpa kat FERNSIDE lah. So kami skate macam lebih kurang 3 jam plus macam tu. Both of us kami suka minat skate dengan tricks yang bukan like mainstream sangat, bukan SLS punya material. Kadang-kadang I guess seronok juga untuk buat tricks yang orang lain jarang buat. So lepas habis skate, kita orang decide untuk skate lagi sekali, like one more day before aku balik. But then for some reasons kami tak dapat skate lagi. So ni je lah clips yang aku dapat rakam. Of course, you cannot have a skate scene without a supporting skate shop. So aku singgah sekejap dekat kedai nama dia Basement Skate Shop, which is about 10 minit naik basikal dari FERNSIDE. Aku datang sebab aku nak beli nuts and bolts untuk aku punya cruiser. Kedai ni aku tengok dia memang full skate shop. Kalau kat Malaysia biasanya skate shop dia ada jual skuter sikit, rollerblade sikit, lepas tu baju sikit. But then yang ni memang dia just jual 100% skateboard equipment dengan kasut. Like, that's it. Aku sempat sembang kejap dengan kakak kedai.
Our shop has probably existed for 5-6 years.
5-6 years.
We're just new to the area.
New to the area?
Yeah.
Are you the newest among the skate shops in Sydney?
In this area, yes. We used to be in the north side.
Like, is there a lot of skate shops, like in general around Sydney?
A little bit, not as much as other countries, but yeah, a little bit. There's more and more.
So do you sponsor any riders?
We do. We have a whole team.
Whole team. That's cool. So you make your own boards?
We don't. We don't make any boards or anything, but we do have a team.
We do have a team. All right, that's cool. So how's like the past? 5 years. How's the Sydney skating? Is it like increasing, growing, or is it like?
There's different styles of skateboarding. So if we're talking about in general, it's definitely been growing a lot during the past 5 years.
Yeah.
In terms of events and competitions, so we probably have a big peak in probably around 2007, 2008 in downhill skateboarding. There was quite a lot of competitions here. International, so like racing at speed. And then it kind of like went down again, but it's in general with skateboarding, it's coming back again. So yeah.
Street skateboarding.
Street skating.
Like,
it's been slowly increasing in numbers and events. Lately, with the announcement of the Olympics and all that stuff, there's a lot of people in like the government that wants to start supporting it, which was the lack that we used to have before. There's not much. There wasn't much support from the local government. Yes.
How many parks are there? Just like how many parks are there? Yeah, in Sydney. I know
like
there's FERNSIDE.
Like you mean like Sydney area, or like if we count all? Because Sydney's quite big. Let's just say it's like around maybe 10 to 12. Yeah.
All right. So I think that's all. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem. No problem.
Beberapa hari kemudian aku pergi ke MAROUBRA Skatepark pula. Dia punya jauh dia lebih kurang setengah jam kalau naik basikal member aku. Maybe timing aku datang tu salah, tapi yang ada kat situ cuma yang main skuter je. Aku seorang je bawa skateboard. Aku tengok dekat Australia memang ramai budak main skuter. Kat Malaysia macam tak ada langsung. Last aku jumpa orang main skuter ialah bila aku pergi Melbourne pada Mac yang lepas. Anyway, MAROUBRA ni dia lagi besar dan lapang sikit daripada FERNSIDE. Aku sempat skate sini kejap dalam sejam lebih. Sini ada banyak like waterpark dengan ramp. Lepas MAROUBRA, aku dengan kawan-kawan KINGSFORD aku pergi ke BONDI Beach Skatepark. Macam biasa kat sini ada banyak skuter, tapi at least kat sini skaters pun ramai. Anyway, kat sini dia banyak waterpark juga. Lepas tu kat sini ada satu bowl like besar gila. Nampak kat sini macam kecil, tapi in real life actually it's besar. Aku tak mahir langsung skateboard. Sepanjang aku skate dah 8 tahun, ni mungkin kali kedua aku skateboard. Lepas Kerjaya, aku sempat borak jap dengan satu skater kat situ. Nama dia Jimmy. But which part of Spain you from?
Valencia, you know? Valencia?
Yeah, I know. Okay. So how long have you been skating?
Skating like 6 years maybe.
6 years?
6-7 years.
So like bowl? Like a lot of bowl?
No. Before I used to skate street. Because in my town there wasn't a ramp skate park.
Oh.
So they moved one for us, a little one. It was like this part, little one. And then I started skating ramp there. I came here like 2 weeks ago, and this is the first time I skate here this ball, and it's really cool. It's really big, you know.
So there's no balls like this from where you came from?
No. It's the biggest ball I ever skate.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's rad, man. The way you carve and shit.
Yeah. Curve is easy, man. The difficult one is when you go to the coping, you try to green,
yeah.
This is the difficult one.
I should try to do that.
Once you get the transitions of the run, it's easier. You know, you have to feel comfortable. Then you have to skate, man. It's trying and trying and trying and trying. It's really good.
Bukan selalu aku skateboard. Aku skateboard kat BONDI. Macam tak pernah sikit lah. A few days before aku balik ke Malaysia, aku skate untuk kali terakhir dekat FERNSIDE lagi sekali. Aku datang kali ni waktu malam. Hari tu pula ialah hari kerja, so mungkin sebab tu dia tak ramai orang. So, what's your name?
Jamie.
Jamie. So you've been skating long? How long have you been skating?
So 16 years.
16 years. Wow. I'm only 8 years skating. So you come here often, every night or what?
My local park.
So you come here like almost every day. Cool. So you're all those 18 years skating here.
Yeah.
What's your favorite park here or BONDI?
At the moment, I like the new Motorvale Park.
Motorvale Park. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
A bit away from here, but it's good.
It's good? Yeah. I like it here. I skated here and MAROUBRA and BONDI. I like it here. Wow.
Well, Bondi is a shit park.
Yeah.
Maroubra never really liked it anyway.
Oh, okay.
This park it could be better. They need more ramp.
Yeah, there's no ramp, that's it.
Just that.
Alright, cool. Overall, I had a great time skateboarding parks around Sydney. Aku buat a few friends kat sini on and off camera. Aku sempat belajar some tricks dan juga pada masa yang sama aku ada ajar people juga. My favourite is among the three is FERNSIDE sebab obstacle dia tak besar sangat. Aku tak pasti kalau aku boleh datang lagi ke Sydney atau tak. Tapi yang pastinya ialah aku akan terus main skateboard selagi aku boleh dan make awesome friends along the way. So that's all from me. Thank you.